Hey guys, it's Valcav, and I'm here to bring you the second part of my beginner's guide to Warframe. This time I'll be going over all the different mission types currently available as of Update 11, as well as some of the game mechanics that you'll find in Warframe. Here we have the star chart where it all begins. If you mouse over a planet, you can see information on resources, active squads, and your progression on that planet. New players will only have access to Mercury, but you can unlock additional planets by following the mission path leading to that planet. If you're in a squad or group, the information for each player is displayed here, and you can invite your friends to your squad by clicking this button. This extractor becomes available once you build it and then complete every mission on that planet. Extractors are basically resource drones that collect materials for you. Each planet is home to various mission types. Exterminate missions require you to kill a predetermined number of enemies. Sabotage missions task players with destroying a piece of equipment such as a reactor core or drilling machines. During capture missions, players hunt down enemy personnel and capture them before returning to extraction. These agents will try to escape and may fight back, so be on your guard. Deception missions require players to pick up and carry a data mass to the ship's navigation core, then upload it and escape to extraction. Mobile defense missions require the Tenno to carry around an uploaded data mass to computer terminals. While the data mass is inside the terminal, players must defend it against multiple waves of enemies until the hacking is complete. This procedure takes place 2 to 3 times before extraction. Defense missions differ from mobile defense missions in that you only have to defend one central location for 5 waves before extraction becomes available. Players are given the option to take the completion reward and end the mission, or continue defending against 5 more waves of stronger enemies. The offer for extraction is given in intervals of every 5 waves. This type of mission is also referred to as endless defense because the mission will continue until the players exit or all players have been defeated. Assassination missions require you to kill a named target. These targets are notably stronger than any other unit within the same mission and are considered boss mobs. Assassination missions yield exclusive items such as weapon and Warframe blueprints. During survival missions, players will be cut off from the ship's life support systems and must fight endless waves of enemies. As time ticks away, so will the life support meter. Enemies will occasionally drop personal life support modules that restore 4% of the gauge, and the Lotus will periodically provide the squad with capsules that restore 30% upon activation. If the meter empties, all squad members' shields will deplete, followed by their health. Each player will be left with 5 health for 5 minutes, making any damage taken lethal. If the mission is not completed within these 5 minutes, everyone dies and the mission is a failure. Players are rewarded with random items at 5-minute intervals, with the quality of the possible rewards increasing as time goes on. Extraction becomes available after the first 5 minutes, but players may choose to fight on for as long as they can. Spy missions require players to hack terminals spread out all over the map. When a terminal is hacked, a data mass will rise up from a space within the floor next to the terminal. Players must collect all the data masses and bring them to extraction. Rescue missions task players with rescuing a hostage from a prison cell within the ship and bringing them back to extraction alive. About half of the cells within the room will be hackable, and the hostage will be contained within one of them. It's worth mentioning that objectives can sometimes change in the middle of a mission at random. For example, a spy mission already in progress could become an extermination mission. The Lotus will notify your squad if the mission objective changes. The last mission type is called an invasion. These missions allow players to team up with an enemy faction in order to combat an invasion from another faction. For example, you might team up with a Grineer to fight off an infested invasion, or help the Corpus combat the Grineer. Completing these missions multiple times will reward players with a battle pay bonus once the invasion has successfully been fought back. Conclaves are 1v1 or 2v2 PvP areas that pit players with similar conclave scores against each other. Conclave scores are determined by your Warframe, mods, weapons, and sentinels. As you progress through the system, you may notice skulls appear on certain missions. This is a Nightmare Mode mission. Nightmare Mode missions introduce new challenges to the mission's objectives, such as no shields, a speed timer, or a constant health drain. These missions also have stronger enemies and reward rare Nightmare Mode mods upon completion. This mode is only available on planets where you have completed every mission except Mercury. Missions are selected at random on a daily basis to be given the Nightmare Mode option. Let's cover some basic game mechanics. Periodically throughout your missions, your enemies will attempt to lock you out. You can bypass these door locks by hacking into security terminals placed around the map. The idea is to complete the puzzle before the timer runs out by clicking on each piece to rotate it. Left-clicking rotates clockwise and right-clicking rotates counterclockwise. One of the materials you can gather in Warframe is nav coordinates. These nav coordinates are used in the foundry to craft keys to the Orokin Derelict, a special area containing high-level maps. These are one-time use items. The blueprints for Orokin Derelict keys can be purchased with credits on the market. There is another type of key that cannot be purchased with credits on the market, and that's the Orokin Void Key. Void keys may be obtained by spending platinum to purchase void key packs or acquired as a reward from certain mission types. You also have a chance to earn keys as a daily random login reward. Upon reaching Venus, you will encounter the Corpus faction. Within these tile sets, you will find doors barred with laser beams. In order to pass through, you have to destroy any and all security cameras that can currently see you. If you're in a group, anyone spotted by a security camera will activate all laser doors on that map. Destroying the cameras also disables any security turrets within the same room. The spaceship tile sets have a special environmental mechanic that you should be aware of. Some rooms have large glass panels like you see here. If these windows are broken, for example by a large explosion, bullets, or melee attacks, it will shatter and create a hull breach. Hull breaches cause your shields and health to drain slowly over time. This effect will last until a player successfully hacks the security terminal to raise shields over the broken windows. If you're in a group, you will sometimes come across doors with two security panels. To open these, you need one player on each side of the door to interact with the panels simultaneously. This type of lock only appears on maps containing 2 or more players. I mentioned in the previous video how you can be revived when you're defeated. When your health reaches 0, your character will fall to the ground and enter a down state. In this state, you can still fire your sidearms and try to crawl to a nearby squad member for resurrection. If a fallen player is not revived by his or her teammates, he will die and be given the option to spend a revive to resume play. If no revives are available, that player is permanently defeated until the mission is completed or failed. If a mission is a failure, all mods and resources attained up to that point are lost. Weapons in Warframe can inflict various status effects depending on the damage type. Elemental damage types can also be combined to form additional status effects. Some of these procs include shield and armor reductions, knockdowns, and damage over time. Players may also be afflicted by these status effects. All of this information can be found on the Warframe wiki, which I will link in the information area. Speaking of weapons, there is another important mechanic that I want to talk about. Weapons, sentinels, and warframes all have ranks, and with each rank comes an additional point to spend on mods, capping at rank 30. All of this equipment can be upgraded with Orokin artifacts known as catalysts and reactors. Attaching an Orokin artifact to an item doubles its fusion energy, thereby making it more powerful. These items can be added at any rank, even an unranked weapon, allowing that weapon to gain 2 points per rank as opposed to 1. The blueprints can be found in alert missions or via the daily random login reward. Note that these are one-time use items and cannot be removed once they have been attached. Upon reaching rank 30, warframes and equipment can be further customized by attaching an item called a forma. Formas are used to repolarize a mod slot. As with catalysts and reactors, these are one-time use items. Using a forma resets the rank of the item back to 0, keeping the new polarity. Items can be polarized more than once, but will consume a forma each time. Formas can be purchased on the market, acquired via the login reward or alert systems, or received as a reward for completing missions within the Void. Formas have another use, and that's within the clan dojo. Clan dojos are areas where clans can build custom rooms for weapon research and other features, including a dueling room. Adding new features to a dojo requires materials gathered from various planets as well as formas. Every member of a clan can contribute to this building process. Some items and weapons can only be attained from research within the dojo, and all of this information can be found on the Warframe wiki. In order to access your clan's dojo, you need to build a clan key. The blueprint becomes available in the Foundry immediately upon joining or creating a clan. As of Update 11, players may also build trading posts within clan dojos to trade with other players, even players outside their own clan. I think that covers everything I want to talk about this time. If you've enjoyed this video, give me a like, I'd really appreciate it. As always, I am Balkan, you were awesome, and I'll see you next time.